ready to go for the trucks now in Montreal. iRacing continues with the Northwest Racing Series. It's the trucks, and it is the outdoor cast iron cooking 100 presented as we are live on LSRTV, your home for sim racing, and on CRN, the Community Radio Network. Samuel, this is our 400th and one broadcast, if you count the archive of the Fox Sports Radio podcast finish line this morning. This is the 401st broadcast. But anyhow, it is a milestone. We're ready for it. I'm Wesley Outland. Samuel Dyer is alongside Greg Rance, a.k.a. Samuel Dyer. Greg, I don't think is going to be able to join us. So, Samuel Dyer, you are officially here. I can call you Sam, Greg, Sam, whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, we're going to be bouncing all over the place, but for sure, Greg wasn't able to show up here tonight, so we're bringing the SMB crew up to watching out for the North American Racing Series. I'm excited to see what these truck guys can do here at Montreal, as it is going to be a long race, and we got to see a great preview of what tonight's going to be like on Monday.
Boy, did we or didn't we, man. Oh, my goodness, what a great race we saw. And now we set ourselves up for this event. The Cup race did not disappoint. We're going to see the same happen here tonight. And right now, let's take a look at that race on Texas 411. By the way, Charles Wooten in the production chair. 30-minute practice has concluded. Driver's meeting is ongoing. They're getting the delay of the law down on what's going on this road course. And then we go for just over 100 miles, 45 laps on this road course. That is Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, the next iRacing Truck Series. And Samuel, this is the final 5 races before we go into the playoffs for the Northwest Series as well.
Yeah, 5 races we got here tonight at Montreal. Then we go to Phoenix, Kentucky, and then we've also got Texas, Phoenix, and Talladega all mingled in before we figure out our 12 drivers that will battle it out for a championship in the Truck Series. And there's some heavy hitters in this looking so far this season. I mean, right now, Sean Breitzman, Dan West Jr., as well as Devin West and Caden Anderson, all 4 of those drivers have got multiple wins this season and are looking to continue on getting more and more wins as we get closer to the playoffs.
Yes, it's going to be a good one right here as we are set for this event again. 45 laps somewhere along the line. We will have a competition caution. We do not know when that will be. Only our producer knows. He has the keys to the kingdom. We don't.
He gets to pick and choose, as those times, the competition caution is going to be coming anywhere between lap 15 to lap 24. And we were told right before we went live that our producer, Hims, has the control of when that caution is going to be. And he's not told us when, and he probably won't tell us when at all during this race. It is going to be a mystery to the drivers and to us.
We do not know when that will be. A very interesting, fun road course here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Again, 14 turns, S's, chicanes, the horseshoe, if you will, the sharp inner loop, a lot of runoff room, a lot of time. You can have some calamity. This will be a fun race here tonight, Samuel, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the chicanes is probably one of the biggest things that this track is known for, having about 3, 4, 5, 6 chicanes. It just feels like it continues to grow every single time you go around this course. Like you said, 13 corners this track has, and with a lot of straightaway points where we can be seeing the draft being utilized for these drivers, but exciting to see how the drivers are going to be attacking this course, especially because the Cup Series on Mondays, great racing we saw then, but that was a fixed setup. Here tonight, it's going to be an open setup.
The stage is at quick break. When we return, lineup, we go racing here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in the next round of the Northwest iRacing Truck Series, presented by Tom Denschel Automotive Group. And here's a word from our sponsor.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line, that whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
Wheel to wheel, battle for the race lead. New race lead down the back stretch. Here comes Jamie Frederick.
Hey, Samuel,
Yes, sir.
what type of language is on those billboards in the flag stand?
It's French.
You was watching Monday. You were watching Monday. You didn't know.
Do you not know that it's French and English are the primary languages in Canada?
Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous, papa? Grey Poupon, don't steal the Grey Poupon. Yes, I've lost it. I'm sorry. We're back. We're going truck racing now here at Circuit Villeneuve. Let's give you your starting lineup. It's presented by 26 Racing. On the pole, Dan West Jr. to the outside. Kevin Smith, how about it for Tom Dinchell Automotive Group? It'd be the night for him. He's been having some good runs. Road 2 will find the driver of Paul Newton. Most recent road course winner at Sebring, Ryan Bloom, the outside runner-up in the Cup Series on Monday night. Row 3, Jeff Stabnow in truck 24, and Razzle Dazzle from the SRL Southwest Tour, and the Alan Kawicki driver development man of the number 10, Cole Razzle, starts 6. Row 4 will find Robert Gamble in 54, and Tyler King, the road course king, in 21. Could it be tonight? Your top 10, Stephen O'Hare in the 41, and meow, here comes the cat man, James Vining, the 333, your top 10 here in Montreal.
Then in 11th, we're going to be finding that of Stephen Paulson and Clifford. Going to be that of Todd Ritters, as well as Toby Ritter's going to be doing everything he can to have a good finish for that 23. And then we drop back to 13th. Caden Anderson, who's just been on a tear this season, trying to gain even more wins for himself. Chris White, who joined me in the booth for LTAC this past Friday. We're going to hope that the 83 can get a solid finish for himself. Going back to row number 8, that's when we find that of Aaron Cooper, as well as BJ Tidrick. And finishing out our stack of drivers, 18 showed up here tonight. It's going to be Judd Wakefield and Frank Harris finishing out row number 9.
There you go. 18 trucks ready. And they will be rolling here in just a moment. As I said, that it just worked out perfectly. The field rolls, the grid music ends. Charles just, yes. Come on, back of the field, get to rolling. They better be at max speed. We're going to take a lap here in a few moments once they get started around the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve here at Montreal. As the pace car will, so there's somewhere between turns number 12 and 13 and 14. Pace car is going to hightail it out of here. There you see it right there. Pace car is in. Here they come off the final turn. Down to the start-finish line. We are racing virtual. First time in Canada at Montreal. The Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is green for the Northwest Truck. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race.
Hard breaking into the first couple of corners. Drivers have to try to stay consistent, hope that they don't overshoot the first 2 corners, and then they rocket the ship their way down a short chute that's going to be taking them to turns 3 and 4. One of the next chicanes that these drivers have to figure out.
Oh, contact! Ready. Oh, we got bubble. Jeff Stabnow already into O'Hare. Everyone else on the binders, and he's still getting hit and slammed off the corner. Wow.
I believe that was Tyler King that he first made contact with Stabnow. And now it's going to be our top 5 pulling away with no worries. Everyone else, though, they're still trying to get each other in a single file lineup, as it is battle side by side for 12th place that we're seeing here.
Definitely taking it around the racetrack here, the opening lap. Watching these guys work, negotiate Tidrick around the corner. Here come the other trucks. They're stab now. I like that camera angle.
Oh man, all the drivers now heading towards the hairpin, trying to slow up, whoa up, get themselves around the corner. You can just see Stab now doing his best, but that 24 truck is lingering with speed after being tossed around, and you're seeing the draft being utilized as they're going down the casino stretch into the final hairpin, final chicanes of 12 and 13 at Wall of Champions, and drivers trying to whoa up, get themselves through here. And that's lap lap 1 down for a lot of these guys, but whew, did it take a while.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on it there as watching them working their way back on the racetrack. Another lap on the board here. You got to pace yourself. A road course event also, Samuel.
Yeah, I mean, this course is mostly known for running the F1 circuit here of Montreal, and so you've got F1 cars that are used to having a lot of downforce, can attack these corners at screaming quick speeds. But here with the trucks, it's like trying to stop a brick. It is very non-aerodynamical, these trucks are, and trying to slow down. You're trusting that you don't lock up your brakes coming into these corners, and right now, everyone that's up front, it's easing into these brakes so you can slow down and getting yourself back into the throttle so you can get back moving forward. As up front, it's still Dan West Jr. doing a great job keeping himself with a 1.2 second gap between himself and Kevin Smith. And Smith's doing a great job. Ryan Bloom, also Paul Newton. And I think Newton's probably the one that's on our radar as a driver that really can make a charge, currently in 4th. Later on the race is side-by-side battling going on. Z. O'Hare and others back here for around 11th place.
Yeah, watching this here and look at Stephen O'Hare and Paulison back there. By the way, drivers in green, winners on the series. Lap 2 of 45 with Dan West Jr. Pretty much Samuel Dyer, the dominator of the trucks this year, has got to be Dan West Jr. in the number 55.
Yeah, Dan West Jr. has been doing a great job points-wise. It's Sean Bridesman, Dan West Jr. in 2nd, Jeff Stabnow in 3rd, Devin West in 4th. And just looking at the consistency from that Dan West Jr., he's got currently 2 wins, 8 top 5s, 11 top 10s. He's just been consistent for these 15 starts. This is start number 16 for the 55, and he's going for another win, trying to get his 3rd, which would tie with his son of Devin West currently.
You notice that the fastest lap is not being shown. It is because since this race has started on lap 3 of 45, Cole Raz has not made a successful lap around this racetrack going off course. And in doing so, Sam Dyer, it has made no fast lap be put down for the driver, the number 10.
Yeah, which is a little concerning. We're already this early on in the race and you haven't had a valid time. That means you're getting incident points. When you go off course, you can get anywhere from 1 to 2 incident points. Then if you make contact with a wall, that could be anywhere from 1 to 4 incident points. Also, if you make contact with someone else, it could be anywhere from 0 to 4 incident points. And for those drivers, just like that you saw there, going off course, that's a 1 incident point that can be tacked on. And if you find yourself with over 16 incident points, you can be getting penalties for every single time you go over. And then if you get a total of 24 incident points here today, we could be finding these drivers getting disqualified. So for Cole Raz, he needs to clean up the racing, and for some of these other drivers as well that have not had a clean lap yet so far this race, they need to make sure that they don't get too many incident points, or they might be finding themselves getting disqualified before this race is over. Battle for second, third, and fourth, still pretty close to one another. as this is Kevin Smith and Ryan Bloom, as well as Paul Newman, and a half of one another. And then about 1.7 seconds ahead of them is that's where we find Dan West Jr. We're just seeing that Dan West Jr. is just getting a better long turn 10, the hairpin, and getting up to speed much quicker than everyone else. And I think really, Wesley, our goal here tonight, stay on course and not go off getting instant points or losing time by going off into the grass.
Yeah, better stay out of trouble. Got a long way to go for sure. I mean, this race is lap 4, 45, still 40 laps to go. And again, our producer has caution trigger somewhere between lap 18 number is. We've upped the ante now. Somewhere between lap 15 and 25, he has the right to throw the caution.
Yeah, and he cannot throw it on the laps of lap 15 or 24, so it's got to be in between those laps. That's when we'll be seeing our competition caution, and it should be our only time that we see a yellow here tonight for these drivers, as Ryan Bloom off course.
Oh, no. Ryan Bloom coming off of a runner-up finish the other night at the road course at Montreal. Well, that wasn't good. You have Stephen O'Hare on the pit lane, the 41.
O'Hare going to be getting some repairs done, and possibly here for the 41. The drivers here tonight do have a one fast repair if needed. So if they get any too much damage for themselves, as Dan West Jr. off course had to let off, and it looked like he actually went off course and actually cut a corner. So we had to yield that time, which then gave Kevin Smith the lead.
Look at this battle now. Kevin Smith out in front and Samuel Dyer. What would it mean for the man out of Hermiston, Oregon, or Hermiston, Washington, to win Northwest Cup Series and the Truck Series? Kevin Smith in that 0-0. Can't slip. Don't slip. Go.
Yeah, I mean, for Kevin Smith, he has come in. He's gotten 2 poles this season, 1 top 5, 5 top 10s. Been trying to find that consistency, and it's been building up throughout the season. We've been seeing this 0-0 even in the Cup Series. Been running a lot more consistent of recent days, and I think we can all attribute that to the helping from the ARCA Series that runs Friday nights for the Northwest Series, and it allows the drivers that need a little bit more track time to get out on the course, use a different car than usual, but still gives you that more track time, more experience, and it is translated well here for Kevin Smith up in the lead, as Dan West Jr., who was leading this race, went off course, lost time, and now get back in second position. We'll see if he can try to gain that. Oh no, Kevin Smith goes off course.
It's the leader. Oh. Go, well, Daddy. No, Daddy.
We praise him, and it backfires. We are so sorry for your commentator's curse on that one, Kevin.
We are just so bad at that. We can't do that to these people. Hey, by the way, we hope you're enjoying tonight's coverage of live sim racing. It's on LSR and also on the community radio network. LSRTV is your home for sim racing and esports broadcasting pioneer, and has been providing quality live sim racing broadcasts on Facebook and YouTube since 2013. Tonight's live broadcast is again by Tom Ditchell Automotive Group, Board of Hermiston, and Polk's Poppers as well. And of course, if you're listening, you're checking us out on Community Radio Network. Join us at wearecrn.com, and of course at CRN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And coming, in addition to esports coverage, it's coming on Friday night, August 20th. Football back. Looking forward to getting back on the gridiron. We're looking forward to it, and we'll have it for you. Right now, Tyler King, nice comfortable run for the, what are you doing, for the 21? Oh, Hut. There you go. Yeah. I knew you'd come around. Just give the guy money, Samuel, and he's happy. We have negotiated a deal as well with the Community Radio Network to be an official associate partner of the Upper Edge Racing Series. And CRN will sponsor the CRN One to Go and the CRN weather forecast. What do you think of that, Samuel? It's like the Weather Channel of esports.
Hey, CRN everywhere, plastered. You gotta love it. Oh
And
man.
yes.
I know that deal took a while to get situated. It's a good thing that it finally got done.
After extenuous contract negotiations and rebuttals, we have finally reached the deal. Yes. And he has. Yeah, and the deal never changed. I want my music, by the way. Lap 7 of 45. Oh my goodness! I don't want jingle bells and bah humbug.
Oh man, this field's getting pretty spread out now. Starting to see drivers that are having to pick and choose how they want to attack the drivers in front of them. But I believe the closest battle we have on track, it is changing ever so much, but it's really the battle that's going on for third position, as that of Ryan Bloom as well as Kevin Smith. They're keeping each other within about a second, 1.1 seconds from one another, but everyone else about a second and a half or more is the spread out, and it's coming from that consistency that everyone's running, and also starting to see drivers that aren't really feeling comfortable losing a lot of time.
And we still have a lot of racing here left as well. We're glad you're along for the ride. We are going to show you your sawblade.com top 5. Yeah, I haven't bought sponsorship to that yet. Maybe I will. Dan West Jr. is leading the way. And there they are. No, thanks to sawblade.com. They're actually a partner of the Upper Edge Racing, sponsoring the Big Block Modifieds. That series cranks up October 5th on LSRTV and CRN. Just another proud partner like the Northwest Trucks. We're underway at Montreal, and Dan West Jr. leading the field. Then Robert Gamble, your top 5. Back with more in a moment from Canada.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
Oh no, what happened to Jeff Stabnow?
Coming into the hairpin about a lap ago or so, Jeff came in, smashed into the wall. It's like his car never wanted to stop, and then drifted back in. Poor Chris White had nowhere to go, had to slide and try to get around the 24, but a very hard collision for that of Jeff Stabnow, who had to take the tow to come into pit road. And a tow here at Montreal takes quite a long time. Might be putting Jeff Stabnow a lap or more a lap down, and that is not the way you want to be, especially when the competition caution is right around the corner. Also looks like Judd Wakefield might have just had himself a little bit of a slip up for the 50, but we're seeing up front Paul Newton just trying his best to try to run down that of Dan West Jr. And Dan West Jr. got a little bit of help. He had a slip up, gifted the lead to Kevin Smith. Smith then had his own slip up. Ryan Bloom had his own mistake that has now put everyone back in line with Dan West Jr., Paul Newton, Ryan Bloom, Kevin Smith, and Robert Gamble, your top 5. Robert Gamble in the top 5. It's good to see the 54 having a top 5 run for himself. As Jeff has parked it, and Jeff Stabnow is done.
Bring him in the booth. Bring him in the booth.
You have to go.
Let's get him.
Go see if he wants to come in, Wesley. We'll see if we can get Jeff Stabnow up in the booth to talk to him. But right now, everyone's trying to run clean. Right now, the battle we're watching is for third place. Ryan Bloom trying to hold off that of Kevin White. As each driver's within a half a second of one another. And looking at the last lap and some of the times drivers putting down, we're seeing our best times. That from Paul Newton at 1 minute and 44 second 0.7. To some other drivers that are running around 2 minute times after a mistake.
He's trying to reboot his computer.
Well, that makes a lot more sense if on the reason why he wrecked out. If he's trying to reboot his computer, he completely tried to slow down and just went straight. Oh. As we're looking at this field right now, Wesley, we're starting to see a couple of battles popping up as we got still watching the battle that's currently for third place, but also for sixth is starting to build up into a battle. Ninth place also getting pretty close to one another. As Tyler King trying to hold off that of Cole Raz. Raz keeping himself within a second of the 21, and we were racing and watching F1 cars. Being within a second would give you a little bit of a boost with what's known as a DRS, where they open up their wings. But here in the trucks, it's all about getting that toe from the draft once you get up to speed, and really about how do you get yourself out of these corners as fast as possible to get yourself a run out and possibly attack the drivers that are in front of you. But it can take some time as we're continuing to watch and see some of the battles that are going on track. Flipping and sliding these chicanes, drivers trying to find that apex where they can really send it. We're just seeing these drivers wiggling the back ends. Wesley, that's burning off a lot of rubber for these drivers when they're wiggling that much.
Watching them working their way around the racetrack, a wiggle and a giggle there, going around the corner. Look at this. Dan West Jr. and Newton 1 and 2, winners on the series. They're waiting patiently. And there's Jeff Stab now back on track. And we were going to bring him in the booth, but a reset. He had to make a reset. Some problems with his steering column and the pedal is what he was telling me. So that is what him. And he's not a very friendly person right now, might I add. I
wouldn't be
never
either.
heard Jeff Stabnow is stressed. Jeff Stabnow is stressed out as I've heard him here in the last week or two. James Vining spins.
Vining, you gotta get off the course. Like it is gone. He's most likely gonna have to take a tow. Is James Vining gonna get back under fire and moving forward?
We just cut the grass.
Just cutting it a little bit more. As I don't know where we're just watching James Vining trying to figure out where he is going, and he's finally going to take the tow to pit road. But that was a very interesting watch of what was going through the mind of the Catman. Oh, I mean, James Vining got to be parking it for the day. It looks like for that of Aaron Cooper, Judd Wakefield, they've got to be on board with that of Aaron Cooper going through the Wall of Champions wall, the Wall of Champions, and sending himself toward the battle for sixth position. You got Tyler King, Cole Raz battling all around one another. They're trying to catch up to also that of Robert Gamble and Ryan Bloom, who are further up. Tyler King and Cole Raz continue, at least for that of Cole Raz, he's trying to catch up to King, but he's been staying around the same buffer. And really, when you're this far, you're trying to just pressure. And you see there, Tyler King going over the rumbles and and has lost and cost a lot of time. Cole Raz going to be in the preferred lane coming into the turn number 1. Hard braking zone, able to stay strong on the inside. Is pushing up Raz. Raz is going to have to do a crossover move if he wants a shot here, but oh no! King could not get into the throttle fast enough. They're still side by side.
Boy, oh boy, Paulison on the pit lane. You hear the that's not an ambulance, that's
Pit road is busy.
He said, what the hell is that noise? And then,
I'm surprised it took you guys this long to figure it out that it was someone coming to pit road.
oh, you didn't know either. Come on.
Yeah, I do.
You did? You knew?
Yeah.
Okay, I applaud you.
Well,
10 points for the Yankee from California.
I was here watching you guys. I was in the booth.
Hey, by the way, did you hear that iRacing is in addition to having Hickory and some other tracks, and they're launching them to have rain. They're testing prototypes of racing in the rain.
Yeah, change a lot for iRacing. I know it's going to develop the F1 IndyCar side of things for drivers. I know a lot of guys that wanted to get into F1 racing on iRacing, but they weren't really sure because there was no rain feature. With rain coming, we're expecting a lot more F1 leagues to be popping up. Also, I'm excited for the hill climb course that's coming. I'm excited for that one. Is trying to get by that of Aaron Cooper, goes off course by that of King and Raz. Well, Wesley, we are now a lap away from us having to pick and choose when we think our producer is going to give us the call that we're going to be seeing a comp caution.
Ooh, when will it be? When will it be? Producer, can you let us know when the caution comes out? Can we know? He said, hell no.
I'm not giving you that. You're going to talk about it.
We will not know when the caution comes out. Engineer, go to a commercial.
Oh.
We really don't know when this yellow's going to come out. Of course, right now, Dan West Jr. leads the way. Paul Newton inside. Oh, we got the tandem entries in the pits. That's Chud Wakefield on the pit lane.
Yeah, Wakefield's going to be getting himself some service done as Smith issues. And now come back across, going to be losing 3 positions. But
I'll be friends.
Oh, man. Wall of Champions, not a friend for the 00. God, I'm most likely Kevin went and hit one of the rumble strips, and that's what bounced him into the wall and going around. That type of situation, but some of the drivers that are pitting early right now, hoping that comp caution will be coming out immediately. If they can try to somehow possibly gets that track position for pitting earlier than everyone. Oh no! Cole Raz going around.
Whoa!
Everyone has to.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a scary. Firing up those tires and just building up smoke all over the course. Hard to recognize where the 10 was for a second there.
Good save there. Design in front. 30 laps to go, by the way. Somewhere within the next 10 laps, we will see a visit by the Banana Republic flag. The question is, when?
When? When will it come?
They're like, go man, we want to go home. That's the song. What do you?
Oh man. Still racing, and Wesley, we were talking just now before the race started, and he was talking about how this track temperature was something that was a factor that the drivers were not prepared for. It was a lot hotter for the track temp than drivers were initially prepared for, and I think we're starting to see some of the slipping and sliding drivers spinning around. That could be the reason why, as the ambient going to be around 73 degrees, but track temp 96 degrees track temp. That is a hot track. If you get these rumble strips wrong, that's why we're seeing a lot of these drivers spinning themselves around.
Wow.
We're watching the battle for 10th place. Chris White, BJ Tidrick, they're battling along. See who's going to get that 10th place position. And just, we're seeing these drivers right now. I would say mostly it's just run your own race. Care about what you're going on at this point. If you're this spread out, it's hard to really focus on trying to catch up to the driver in front of you, especially with some of the gaps we're starting to see. A lot of these drivers cannot wait for this comp caution to come out and let everyone reset so you can try to gain some more positions when everyone's so close to one another. Dan West Jr. still ahead, 4 seconds ahead of that of Paul Newton. And Newton's been trying his best to run as consistent as possible, but looking at some of the drivers and the ways that they're running now, you could just see little tiny slip-ups that's costing them overall time. Road course racing, it's all about finding that rhythm and trying to minimize the mistakes that you make. Sometimes small mistakes can just grow into something massive.
Dan West Jr. still out in front. Sometime around there, we will be calling for the comp. No win, West and Newton, and of course, everyone there in the top 3. Ryan Bloom with a problem as well. Quick break, more coverage when we return from Montreal in just a moment, and we're going to send it from Circuitville, Villeneuve.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
And there's the caution. Yellow is out during commercial break, and we don't know what for, Samuel Dyer.
Looking at the field, this is our comp caution, it looks like, as that is going to be putting everyone stacked back up with one another. And at the timing of this caution, looks like Aaron Cooper going to be getting our lucky dog spot. Well, looking at the time
under yellow flag. Well, everyone is pitting.
I think everyone's trying to catch up to the pace car. That's what they're doing right now. They are charging to try to find the pace car. Everyone else pretty divided through this course. Our top 3 were all within about 11 seconds of one another, and see a glimpse of the pace car that time for that of Dan West Jr. But Wesley, I mean, looking at our field, got a total of 14 drivers on the lead lap with Dan West Jr., Paul Newton, Ryan Bloom, Robert Gamble with Tyler King, your top 5.
Yes. We never saw the caution. We don't know what happened. We don't know. I think the flagman got mad and threw a flag on the track. Barney Milton Fife Jr. His daddy's bullet fell out of his pocket. You know that's what he's referred to, right? Barney Fife. You know Barney Fife, Andy Griffin. Yeah. They say that's Barney Fife's son in the flag stand.
Junior.
Milton Barney Fife Jr. Yeah. And his nephew Peter's in the pace car, whatever you call it.
Just pacing around, just getting to cruise 60 miles per hour. As they're starting to hit the hairpin, our leaders, top 3 at least, they're close enough to come into pit road this time by, but this is what yellow flags at road courses bring, is spending a couple of laps to catch up to one another because it takes some time to do so.
Everybody's going to come to the pit lane. You know they are.
Oh, absolutely.
What do you think of the first half of this race so far, Samuel?
I mean, it's been a pretty enjoyable time to watch. Drivers been cleaning up their act these last about 5 laps. Before that, it seemed like everyone was trying to get those tires at the right temperature to attack these corners. And we saw Jeff Stabnow. It sounded like he had himself just equipment failures on his side of things. And then we saw that of James Vining, him taking a park and taking a DNF for himself. But some other drivers, they are happy for this caution. Others are probably hoping that this race would have stayed green. Dan West Jr.'s lead is gone as the field coming into pit road.
The pace it's on the pit lane.
Hims is trying to absolutely make it difficult. No, you can't say that. Nope.
I'm not good about him. Not him.
That entry of road course racing, you know who's coming in.
Yeah.
As it's about to go off some more drivers coming into pit road.
It reminds me of that song car. Remember that song Cop Car?
Yeah.
Cop car. You don't know it?
Oh man.
Why? Just save your money and go get the B&H that you were talking about. I abbreviated it. It could be B&H. It could be B&H. It could be B&H photo. No. B&H. Mute my mic real quick. You get it? B&H. Beans and hooks. He spilled the beans all over the track. Carlos Acosta would be proud, Samuel Dyer.
Right term to use it. There you go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're under caution. Still under caution. Back for more from Montreal in a moment. My boss has said go to commercial break. I guess I'm in trouble.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
Wheel to wheel, battle for the race lead. New race lead down the
Welcome back to the green flag here in just a moment. The lights are off on the pace truck. He is Samuel Dyer. I'm Wesley Outland. 20 of 45. Special vehicle. It's a special vehicle, Samuel.
It's a special race.
Special vehicle. Yeah.
Get the little
There is no Geico restart zone. It's just send it.
pace. Safety cars in. Go. No more cautions, boys.
Well, there wasn't going to be a caution in the first place. So we get back after the competition caution. Let's do it.
Oh, contact!
Off into the turn, trouble! Oh, Bloom about plowed into Newton.
Oh
Now,
no, Gamble's gonna be spun around
Gamble
as well.
goes around. Oh,
About
my
3
goodness.
drivers. Aaron Cooper gonna
Poor
be already taking a
Clifford,
tow.
poor Cole Raz. Steven Paulison can't. Nobody can get a break.
Now, Dan West Jr. just went from first back to 4th. Paul Newton's now our leader.
He's just happy to be
Oh
there.
no! Oh.
Wow.
A little
Here is
bit
your
of help.
pulse popper. Shouldn't lure instant replay, and we're luring to see if he had help.
Oh, watch the 0-0, Kevin Smith. He's gonna come in here.
I think
and
he's coming there a little too hard.
It was just a little bit. It's gonna be after this. This turns a 4 and 5, and coming in, we're gonna be seeing the 0-0 just coming in a little bit heavy, and send the 55 around.
He plowed him in the rear. Watch this.
Whoop.
I don't think it was intentional per se. He got him in the rear, but he didn't mean to hit him that hard.
It was going for a pass, and there really wasn't enough room. As there's Frank Harris
Kinda
going to be
hooked the
going
left
around
rear.
slightly for the day. He was taken out a little bit earlier as Dan West Jr. doing his best, and a little bit of blow up. As I heard Cole Raz, I think, might have blown his engine.
I think he's had a S1.
Oh, Dan West Jr. taking around.
Wow.
Trying to take a shortcut, but you really can't do it. If you do, you get yourself a yield sign. He's going to have to slow down from 1st all the way back to 10th in just 1 lap. It is a long day.
Understanding that Zane Cooper. Eric Cooper.
Oh, Chris White.
Look out.
Oh,
Oh, Paulison. Oh, Dynaco Blue. You mean green. You mean.
Oh, my goodness. M's just, after our caution, we knew that everyone was going to be stacked up. They were going to be getting aggressive, trying to gain as many positions as possible. And the aggression certainly is there. Oh, O'Hare getting out of sorts. Fresh rubber just has not been the friends for a lot of these guys. Trying to heat up their rubber as much as possible, but it has been a rough day.
At Clifford, man. It's doing good.
He's in 5th. All he needs to do is just run consistent from here on out, and he's got a good shot.
And by the way, I hope Clifford family are ready to pack their bags to go to Vegas in October. I finally got an email back from one of my buddies at NASCAR to get those tickets clarified. So they need to contact me with their name and their address and their information. Yeah. No, not any of that stuff. Just the formalities of where I send them tickets and flowers. Is that? You're horrible.
Jesus.
You're horrible, Charles.
Oh, my goodness.
It's anything like that. It's completely consensual. It's communicating to give him tickets, to get race tickets, okay? Yes, it is. I need to have their information. We discussed this a while back. It just finally popped up today, as a matter of fact.
We're just learning. I just
Yeah.
welcome to LSRTV After Dark.
You take a little piece of lid, make it into a fur ball, and then the cat wants to play with it like a ball of yarn. Okay?
Oh man.
Speaking of the cat, man.
W. Ritter's able to make a move forward, but he's got that Kane Anderson battling. But Kevin Smith continuing to have issues for the Double Zeros. He continues to fall back. Wesley's not going to be coming back to us very soon. He's a lost cause at this point. Oh, hey, we're up to 11th now.
I am teared up here in my bride's booth. I'm in.
It's your bride's booth. Oh man,
I am teared up in my bride's booth. That's what I meant to say. Broadcast booth.
Whoa.
I didn't say bride. I said broadcast booth. Hey, there's Tyler King, Workhorse King, doing good. He's in second. Come on, Sam. You'll help us get back the wheels on the wheel again. Damn rat. Spinning around. He fell off the spoke.
The wheels keep on just turning. It's Tyler King. Gonna be in second place currently.
Smith on pit road. Devin Smith on pit road.
Yeah,
This is unscheduled pit stop.
He had a couple of spins. Decided just to come in, get himself some repairs, also get some service done for the Double Zero. Didn't even get back out there on track. As this field, they've got 2 sets of tires in pit road to work with. As we continue to watch and see the great battling that's going on for 5th place. You've got that Ryan Bloom, as well as Dan West Jr. and Toby Ritters. Ritters was in the top 5, but he's been caught now, as all the drivers have been having mistakes. Finally, are starting to calm down, moving their way forward. Dan West Jr., he's doing his best. Now he's going to be Cole Raz into pit road, and Raz was just there. Had to use a fast repair because he blew his engine. The 10, this might be an unscheduled stop. Now coming past him, going to be more drivers getting service done for themselves. Wesley, are you good now?
I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. Literally.
That didn't last very long.
Never mind. That didn't sound right either.
Nope. Do you want a shovel? We'll let you keep on digging your own grave. Paul Noon in the lead with over 3.1 seconds ahead. I'm pretty sure he found that Wesley found his own. He's okay. Well, I think today was all about getting yourself out of trouble. Don't make your own mistakes. Don't be doing it. He has done just that with himself out front by a 3.3 seconds over that of Tyler King, doing everything right at the moment. As we're past half
Samuel
for this team.
Oh, look at this tandem truck. That's the machine of somebody.
Somebody somewhere.
The tandem truck. Ain't that he ain't got a number on the side? And that Wakefield the 50?
Yeah, Judd Wakefield.
It's Wakefield with no number. There's no number.
You know, if you look at it at a weird angle, there's still no number. It's
you know what? Even with my glasses on, 4 eyes, there's no number. Okay.
You can't call me 4 eyes. I don't have glasses.
2 eyes. There goes the Superflow truck, BJ. He about said, I believe I can fly. And hey, what does that say on the flag stand there, Samuel?
Dan? I missed it.
Yeah.
It
says Napa Auto Part in Canadian.
Oh no. Oh no. Stephen Paulson now into pit road. Out of hear the woos. Oh man.
The smoke is off the wheel. It has collided up a mountain. What can I say?
Chris White now into pit road. And got a couple of drivers. Oh no, Tyler King has had major issues. The 21 is blown up.
Oh wow, I just like how he becomes so serious all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. Wow. Cheech and Chong is riding with King, and he is about to. There's Anderson, and the other guy was, what number was that? Weight 50.
Yeah. I went back and rewatched. It looked like it was around turns 3 and 4 out of control, and just completely nosed it into the wall. Launched him, gave himself a little bit of airborne, but with this, but he's gonna have to go into pit road, get his fast repair involved now, and went from 2nd now to 6th. Might be losing even more time. This is not the way Tyler King wanted this race to go for himself.
No, it was not. This is disastrous for the driver of the 21. You hear the sirens. There's many trucks on pit road.
Dan West Jr. in the pit road as well.
You know, after he got hit from behind, from who was it that hit him?
That was Kevin Smith.
After Kevin Smith hit him from the rear, he struggled tonight here at Montreal.
I went from dominating this race before the competition caution to now madness ever since we've had that competition caution.
Your fault. We don't know what happened. Lap 55, the trucker, Dan West Jr., Jeff Stab now behind him. Jeff Stab now trying to piece us, if you will.
And they're going to be driving by. I believe that was Judd Wakefield that was coming to a stop that they were getting by and driving and trying to keep themselves situated.
Tandem 50. Yeah, but a run for BJ Drick. Yeah, for sure, guys. He's doing good. Super flow. Number 72. 1 win only on the season. And at Darlington last year. What a wild race that was. He's comfortable, though, went on the racetrack looking good. In 2nd spot, Samuel Dyer. Oh, no, never mind. He's going to crash and flip.
Well, that was a change.
Every time I talk about somebody, they wreck.
He was hoping if you just say, oh, they're going to wreck, maybe it'll change their luck.
BJ Tidrick had an awesome interview with him on Finish Line a week ago. Winner of the Montana 200. I had the winner of the Idaho 200 on today, Corey Allard. Anderson and Caden Anderson, one of our competitors of the Northwest Cup and Truck Series. Matter of fact, I think he's the all this year on the Northwest Truck Series so far, with 5 or 6 wins. He actually finished 2nd in the Idaho 200 at State Line Speedway last Saturday night. Here he is.
Yeah, Caden Anderson currently running in 3rd place this season for the Northwest Truck Series. His stats come in with Caden Anderson with 4 wins for himself. So that's the most out of everyone else. Next closest was Devin West with 3, but Caden Anderson, 7 top 5s, 12 top 10s with his 4 wins. I mean, this 37 team looking poised to continue on with that streak, and he's been looking very quick whenever we go to the 1.5 mile courses, but it's nice to see Caden Anderson right now running in 3rd here at Montreal.
Caden Anderson, Ryan Bloom, right there. Single file. And according to iRacing statistics, this is the best battle on the racetrack. I don't know how, we don't know why, but
based on iRacing statistics as well as our live telemetry.
Statistics, Samuel. You got to say statistics. Come on.
Our live timer says, hey, they're the closest between everyone.
Yes, but I know how that is.
Whoa! Just Stab now, and also that of Dan West Jr. getting a little bit close to one another.
Yeah, that was Frank Harris.
Sorry, my bad.
And
the rear ends, the bumpers,
social distancing.
The bumpers looked eerily similar in my eyes.
They did. I mean,
it's a little bit.
Blue is red, red is black.
Hey, I hop in, I try my best, okay?
The Somebody just messaged me and said, Wesley, this is utter entertainment. You guys rock. Thank you. Thank you. I might be fired next.
At least you made the last one a good one.
Hey, wait a minute. I made a cash deposit. So, well, wait a minute. We know about Charles. He'll send refunds. Do what? Oh, wow. All sales are final. All transactions are final, too. Oh, we just have fun. You just have fun, guys. I mean, come on. It is 12 Eastern time after midnight. It's whatever time that's his bedtime for the school. You know, Samuel goes back to school in a few weeks.
No, I stopped going to school a couple of years back, but.
Oh, okay. I thought just. This is our getting to know you segment of Samuel Dyer. So. Oh wow, Caden Anderson. Oh, you about got to know him up close in the wall.
Gotta give it a little bit
in
of
front
a
of your
brush.
screen. But Samuel Gregg works at school. He drives a school bus, but he has kids punch him in the eye. He gets assaulted every other week.
Well, he's probably getting home now.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
he's not.
Not saying he's getting assaulted right now. Please don't take that the wrong way. He might be. I don't know. But he's literally joined us on the booth. He sent us pictures of having blacks been poked in the nose and he's got punched in the eye. Driving a school bus. Props go out to you school bus drivers of America. That's a dangerous job. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, dealing with kids and driving them can be a tall task. That is for sure. As
Well, he thought it was the closest battle. Oh, there it is. That's it. It is. It's real. There's Clifford.
Let's go, Toby Ritters.
Oh, Toby Ritters and Clifford Robert Gamble right there, 54.
Also, the battle that was going on for second and third place, BG Tidrick was up in second, but once he saw Caden Anderson, Ryan Bloom catch up to him, he came over the radio, said, hey, just take it. Did not want to cause any type of challenge at all.
Hey, Samuel.
Yes.
Big dog is real. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Oh, my God. He was gaining time.
Buck. You know? Yes, it's the wheat rig. Yeah, big red gum. There was big red, and then there was winter
sure
green.
they still do
there
it.
was spearmint gum. Yes, big red is still around. Yes.
I bet if we look it up on Google, Amazon, it might be able to find it. Oh, coming through the hairpin.
We just got a visit from Chewbacca in the broadcast booth. Chewbacca, what do you think of this road course race in Canada? What do you think of Montreal, Chewbacca? Okay. He is enjoying it. He is enjoying the race. Chewbacca is having fun. May the 4th be with you going left. Big Red, yes. Oh, whoa, look at this in the grass.
Whoa. Caden Anderson, Ryan Bloom.
You're not accomplishing your goal. I mean, that was Chewbacca, but it turned out to be a burp. I mean, really? Oh, I thought it was Chewbacca. Okay, never mind. That's hashtag smelly fake news all around right there, people. Dr. Pat. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not going to slip and say it again. 13 to go.
Oh, man. Around the corners. Just Texas, Phoenix. We're going to go to Kansas as well as Talladega. Bunch of wild racetracks we're going to be heading towards. I mean, out of the ones that are coming, I mean, it's a mixture of everything that we're going to.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You're exactly right. It's going to be fun. And these final 4 weeks, and picture looks like. And if you want to go to the playoffs, you want to be in the postseason, you want to be racing for a championship to round, you've got 4 more weeks to put your cards on the table, Samuel Dyer. And then if not, you got to rest your fate by the point standings.
Yeah, and, you know, some drivers didn't even show up here today. I mean, you've got that of Dennis Moore as well as John Oppenbacher. They didn't show up for today's race, which they're inside. This could put them back in a spot where if they have a slip up these next couple of weeks, they could be finding themselves being taken out of the top 12
Ritters,
in points.
of course! Ritters, of course!
Well, as that of
he
BJ
pitted.
Tidrick in a pit road.
He pitted. I'm sorry, he pitted.
You had to wait for the wheels.
He pitted. I think he crashed. I'm sorry. Tobin Ritters is on pit road. My bad.
Yeah, and Toby Ritter's 18th in points coming into this race. He's got 0 top 5s, 4 top 10s. And for this Clifford machine, he's going to need some solid weeks coming up. And I'm excited.
Hey, Samuel.
Yes.
What's on that flag stand? What does it say? Napa what?
Auto parts.
Napa
Auto parts.
Pieces de Auto. Napa Pieces de Auto.
I'll let you know, on my screen, it's blurry. That is what's on my screen.
Oh, well, my screen's better than yours.
Yeah.
Napa Pieces de Auto. What is that?
Probably is Napa Auto Parts, but in French. Or what you would say in Canadian.
Canadian. It's in Canadian.
As it's going to be Frank Harris. Chris White's been in pits for quite a long time trying to get some repairs done on the 83, who's already used a fast repair. So going to be in. Cole Raz has been in here for about 16 minutes. Yeah, he's been in there for quite a long time getting repairs done.
There's Frankie.
He's leaving pit road for the 11.
Yep. I love it. I love the entrance. I love the exit. I mean, when you exit off the pit lane, you better literally off the pit lane, and you're racing again, Samuel. There is no blend line. There's no run up on the back straightaway to come back on the course. You literally exit the racetrack, and you better be at max speed.
Yeah, I mean, there's a slight blend line for you to come in about halfway through the corner. That's when you can cut down. But for most drivers, if you're going to be having that type of exit through the corner, you're going to be staying high, build up that momentum. So you're going to attack the next corners with what we were seeing there with drivers coming in and out of pit road. And see that Ryan Bloom, second place for the 25 truck, and loving the fact that we've been staying green. But I think for Paul Newton, he's loving the fact that he has been seeing lap traffic just get out of his way. It has been smooth, easy for the 81. Currently 11.5 seconds between himself back to Ryan Bloom, which else in this course has had some type of issue, is coming into the pits now. That's going to be Jeff Stab now into pit road and getting his service done, as he just drove right on through. Might have had a drive-through penalty of some sorts, possibly.
We are going to take one more commercial break. Come back. We will take you to the checkered flag here in Montreal, the Northwest iRacing Truck Series. Who's going to win the outdoor cooking cast? We'll take you to the checkers when we return. LSRTV, CRN Sports, Sawblade Top 5. Paul Newton back out in front, looking for his third win of the year if he can pull it off in Truck 81.
Wheel to wheel, battle for the... Here comes Jamie Frederick.
Every customer. From moment one, my goal managing a team here in the dealership is to make sure that that customer's experience is the very best that they've ever had. We expect and demand total transparency. There should never be a time in that transaction where the customer is wondering or not quite or what they're paying or those sorts of things. And having that transparency and doing things the right way is super important.
Iron Outdoor Cooking 100 ready to here in virtual iRace. Samuel Dyer, Wesley Outland here with you, Rocket Media and LSR, and Charles Wooten in the production chair. We are ready to send this to the house. 9 remaining. Samuel Dyer. It is all Paul Newton out in front in truck number 81.
Yeah, we've seen quite a bit of the field come to be seen. Paul Newton, Ryan Bloom, as well as Kaden Anderson. If they're going to have to come in, the rest of the field, they've done at least 2 pit stops, if not more, and plenty of space between everyone around, as the gap between first and second is a little bit under 10 seconds, and the gap between second to third, a larger gap that we're starting to see between a lot of our front runners. And the closest battle, I think it's around 3.5 seconds, maybe a little bit more than that.
Kaden Anderson just a little off the back on the high horse. You catch that? Horse? Huh?
Horse, yes.
Yeah. Horse.
Horse. It's been an entertaining night for us. We've been having fun up in the booth.
Greg Rent's not available tonight. He played hookups by the school bus kids. No, I think Greg had something going on, work-related. He wasn't able to make it back. Samuel Dyer, I always accidentally call him Samuel anyway. I call Greg Samuel, so.
From you calling me Greg because you're working with Greg for so much, and then it transitions to you and I now worked a lot now.
we have such a great relationship with each other, you know? I mean, it's took us to new levels.
Always teaching me new things that I didn't know because I was too young to know.
Don't listen to me when it comes to that. Whatever. The way, okay, I'll admit, the way that I call an iRacing broadcast is not the way that I call a real race.
I think we've.
Okay. No, I'll give you the funny end of this. Shut up. I think people can. He's eating while we're on the air. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
what is? Oh, it's a package of Doritos. Found. So you're on a scavenger hunt in you're raiding your kitchen. You found the bag of Doritos. They were sitting on top of your monitor.
Why would you like Doritos balancing on top of his monitor?
If you want to make a donation to help the food population for Charles Woot, send him a PayPal. I promise you it works. Cody at raceontexas.com.
Oh man.
And by the way, all sales are final. I was making sure I gave you the correct email address. Like, oh no, wait a minute, it's actually wrong. What?
This is the battle for third place. Dan West Jr. We had the corner number 12 and 13, and Kaden Anderson could easily get it up.
Look at Anderson. What the hell is ramen? What is ramen noodles? Roman noodles.
Who calls it Roman noodles?
Just say
it's ramen noodles.
It's oodles. We're from the South. Okay, all of you people in the chat box, Big Bird, you can chime in as well. Fish noises. It is ramen noodles or oodles and noodles. How do you pronounce it? I've always called it oodles and noodles for me. What do they prefer? Having it called ramen noodles or oodles and noodles? And I say oodles and noodles.
Do you say it right? That's practically what you're saying.
No, it's ramen noodles. It's ramen noodles or oodles and noodles. And I've always called it oodles and noodles. And from the South, go. I slipped up and
he
said
called it Roman
noodles
first.
Earlier. I was looking at the Bible, okay? It's like version also. Look at that, 7 to go. Hold on.
BJ Tidrick.
Call it ramen noodles, or do you call it?
Yeah.
I call it. No, they're just typing in. They're saying ramen noodle. Okay, so if you want to call it, if you want to contact Charles to give him your answer.
Oh, man.
Yeah, exactly. Then whenever you call, we expect you to answer your phone. It's like, what goes around comes back around. Noodles. Somebody said ramen noodles.
Oh,
Somebody
no.
said.
Was that on Facebook?
Yeah.
Boy, drifting around. Dan West Jr. able to hold on, but losing a lot of time when he was about a 10th off. Now he's going to be about a half second.
But right now, it is the tie between ramen noodles and oodles and noodles. Oh, they noodles and noodles as well. So it is a tie. Hey. No, we don't count.
You just coming out of the last corner, coming to 5 laps to go. Paul
Thank
Noon, as
you,
we're having
Santa. Who the hell would name themselves Santa Dog Fur Thumb AJ? Whoever that is, thank you. Noodles and noodles is your answer.
Oh my goodness.
Santa Dog Fur Thumb AJ. That's the name. So Samuel, you can't make this stuff up. 5 to go. 6 to go, actually.
Honestly, whenever I look at a YouTube chat, it is always the most creative place to be because you never know what you're going to find, and that is probably one of the most unique names I've seen.
What, Santa Dog Fur Thumb?
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? Were they just not having... please, don't turn the kids and noodles with your life. Were you just been bored and instead of coming up with a username that's pet-friendly? Santa Dog?
Oh.
He doesn't. His vote doesn't count. He played hooky tonight. 5 laps to go. Who commented on YouTube under LSRTV?
It wasn't any of
Charles
us.
did it. Charles did it. You lied. And that's exactly what you did. You put it up on your phone. 4 to go here at Montreal, and it's going down to the end. And Paul performance by Paul Newton.
Yeah, once Paul Newton got the lead after some mistakes from Dan West Jr. that pushed him further back, some pit road shove errors and mistakes and drivers being pushed around after our caution. It has been close, hard racing ever since then. And Dan West Jr., but you can just see the longer this race goes on, the more that rear end just flares out when he tries to get back onto the throttle. And Dan West Jr., he fell all the way back to 11th. He's up to 4th. But then he lost it just as quick as he got it back, and it is going to be a hard battle for Dan West Jr. with the ways that rear end is.
Yeah.
That single time he touches the throttle, it just wants to snap that rear end, and that's why he's wiggling so much. And we're also seeing Caden Anderson wiggle just slightly.
And this is the battle for 3rd. This is the best battle on the racetrack because, honestly, Paul Newton is leading. He has set sail away from Ryan Bloom, and look at West and Anderson side by side, and West will get around Anderson. Hold on for that spot. He'll stay in 3rd in the final corner, coming to 3 to go now here at Montreal.
The goal is to hold on, but Dan West Jr., he's got to do his best. He's gotten to pass Caden Anderson before about 3 laps ago, but gave it away just as quick. We'll see if he still can hold on and hope that he doesn't make a mistake here as we are just cutting these laps. It's such a great job right now. Over a 9-second lead over that of Ryan Bloom. And then Dan West Jr. to Ryan Bloom, it's 17.5 seconds, the difference between 2nd and 3rd.
Bets, all bets will end if you want to choose between ramen noodles or oodles and noodles. What do you call your cheap dehydrated micro? Charles calls it yummy. Bloom getting around step now. 3 laps to go. Oh, obviously, I like Oriental. I like Oriental and shrimp flavor. No, that'd be me something up. You know what I mean? Exactly. You said that, not me.
Fuego.
Fire in the hole.
Welcome to LSRTV After Dark, as we're coming close to the end here. The rains have been gone for a while. We've lost West Virginia to tick away.
There we go. Oh. Look at Ryan Bloom. Oh, he's pitting. He had to pit. Oh my goodness. He came
Fuel.
up second. Are you serious?
Well, if he can get out there fast enough, he might not. If he's going to take tires or not here, Ryan Bloom. If he could take
What
just a
in the
splash, he should
world?
be all right. But here comes Dan West Jr. going to be making the pass.
Is it worth the splash? 2 to go.
I mean, there were 3 drivers, that of Paul Newton, that of
I
Ryan
lost it.
Bloom, as well as
Yeah.
Ryan Bloom, Caden Anderson, and also Paul Newton. Those 3 drivers only had done comp caution. Ryan Bloom had to come in. The question is, will we be seeing Caden Anderson or even Paul Newton be able to make it to the end?
Oh, Anderson having to pit, losing, falling back to a second place finish here at Montreal in the Cup race. And Paul Newton in his own little world. It was a slender giraffe. Voting is closed. Voting ended at 1:05 a.m. What to the CRN1 to go here. This time by as here. Samuel, remember the night Newton won? My son called it. Remember that?
Yeah, Newton
Look at
is
that.
going
There he
for
is again.
win number 3 so far this racing. This is his 9th start of the season. He's at 3 top 5s, 10 top 10s. 5 top 10s, and just trying to continue on. Paul Newton, what a great race it's been for him since he's gotten the lead.
The CRN1 to go. All details at wearecrn.com. This race is down to the finish. And what a job by Paul Newton. Hitting it back straight away. The S's, the curves. Turns. The inner loop. That's the question. Exactly, Samuel Dyer. And honestly, he don't need to go as hard as he's going. He's got such a big lead over.
Yeah, the last about 2 laps, slowing down his pace. About 5 seconds he's been slowing down, which has given that of Dan West Jr. plenty of time to catch up, but the gap was around 35 seconds to 17.9. Dan West Jr. is doing well, but Caden Anderson, he is losing ground himself, back to 4th, soon to be losing even more than that, but that gap is, but for Paul Newton, he's just a couple of corners away from winning this thing.
Ready to make his way off turn at number 13. Weaseling into turn 14. Will he stretch the fuel? It looks like he will. He'll work his way down the straightaway into turn 14 entrance. And here comes Paul Newton. Down to the start-finish line. His 3rd win of the North and the 1st winner of the trucks here at Montreal.
Coming out of the final bends, Dan West Jr. cleanly through. Tyler King able to make it through. So our top 3 all good to make it. Caden Anderson, though, went from battling for 3rd all the way back to 5th to finish out this race.
At the outdoor Cast Iron King 100 here at Virtual iRacing Circuit, and there's contact, and they're following from the back of truck 41. And he's off the pace. They've ran out of fuel, Samuel Dyer. He might have ran out of fuel.
Oh, he hit the hard pretty hard, and that's at the Wall of Champions.
My
You can see a lot of
apologies, there's
dreams. Got a lot of dreams that can fail at that moment, but did not get up to throttle and got ran over. Bider's going to be able to get the 7th place finish for himself. But I think maybe there was a little bit of fuel issues for the 44.
He ran out of fuel. Yeah, that's what happened. He ran out of fuel. And then he's just like limping. Limping at a snail's pace coming to the start-finish line. He'll at least finish 8th. That's not bad.
Not at all. Now the drivers have to pick and choose. Where do they want the victory lane demolition derby
going to be? Celebration. Yes. Celebration for Paul Newton. It's his 3rd win. 3rd win this year on the Northwest iRacing. He is about to burn it down and then get totally ram-sacked left and right. It is our version of the Northwest High Five, and they are ready to pounce on the 81.
You can just see, no, it's coming. They're just gonna give Paul a little bit of space
Just
to
kind
bring
of back
it down.
away, letting him get a head start.
I mean, I would stop now and just set up
You
to
see
where
they've slowed down. You see they've slowed down. Well, maybe not. Maybe somebody will just hit him from behind and wreck him. What do you think?
I mean, they're gonna give him space to do some donuts.
Oh, he's got to cross the start-finish line first. That's the rule. He's got to cross the start-finish line.
And Beaver State gonna come by, give him a little bit of a bump here or there.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, man, don't hit my truck. Don't ruin my truck. Hey, don't hit my truck, man. I'm celebrating. Make you go to Napa Auto Parts and Fridge to buy you some more. Bonjour, pip pip cheerio. Do you think he's out of fuel?
I mean, there's a chance.
Is he out of fuel? Somebody hit
Oh,
it.
they just did a countdown. They just did a countdown. They are roaring. Get ready for some explosions because the field is coming.
Oh, Newton, I think he ran out of gas. And here they come! Wow! He knocked him into another dimension.
He's in pit road. He's got to get out of the box or he's going to be translucent. Get out of there.
Oh my goodness.
Nope, I think his day is done.
Who laid the blow? Tidrick, he's not there.
Whoa!
Oh! Oh, wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's dead.
Hey, he landed on all 4. It got him. Took him a while, but he got there.
Oh my goodness. You gotta love the LSRTV. It is the Northwest High Five. Oh. One shot. That's all it took. And then after that, obviously Tidrick having a little post action taken out. Was that Gamble? I think it was.
I think it was.
The 54.
Yeah.
Official results presented by sawblade.com. A fun time here at Montreal. Yeah, I'm digging the new music. Paul Newton is your winner. Dan West Jr., 12 seconds back in second. Paul Newton, they couldn't even catch him. Tyler King will finish 3rd. Ryan Bloom, who had a runner-up spot in 2nd, pitted with 2 laps to go, had to take on a splash and go. He'll finish 4th. Caden Anderson back to 5th. Robert Gamble, Stephen Paulison, BJ Tidrick, Kevin Smith, and Toby Ritter's top 10 here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve here in Montreal.
Finishing out the rest of the results, going to be finding in 11th place. That is Stephen O'Hare with Frank Harrison 12th. In 13th, Jeff Stabnow with Judd Wakefield in 14th. Chris White going to be in 15th. And finishing out the drivers that could not finish out the race, Chris White, Cole Raz, Aaron Cooper, and James Vining. But, you know, Wesley, we had fun here tonight. It certainly was a blast.
It was a fun time here for the Outdoor Cast Iron Cooking 100, and we will wrap it up when we return and grab a word with our top 3 here in Canada. Welcome back to coverage of the Northwest Racing Series presented by Tom Denchel Automotive Group, and the Outdoor Cast Iron Cooking 100 is in the books. Samuel Dyer, Wesley Outland back here with you. We have Charles Wood in the production chair, and of course we are going to grab a word with the top three drivers calling the night here from Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal. And joining us now, the third place finisher of the race. A very interesting event. Tyler King, definitely a fun time. Everyone had a great race. The win, and I think it's his third win on the Truck Series this year. Still Caden Anderson with the most wins, but we'll talk to these guys in a moment. But third place, Tyler King. Tyler, you survived what was, it seemed like you will gamble down to the end, but you will settle for the third position here tonight.
Yeah, actually, I made it so I didn't have to worry about fuel mileage there. I spun all by myself in turn, I think the 3-4 exchange, and wrecked my car badly and putted around, and I ended up pitting with like 20 or so laps to go, and it seemed like the right thing, or a good time to crash and ruin a great race for me, because Dan joined me in the pits, and I was like, all right, I guess nobody can really make it, and we ended up still snagging a podium finish out of this puppy.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler, talking about that wreck that you had, how was it trying to reset and try to get back focused into the race after knowing you made that mistake and you were going to lose so much ground?
Yeah, when you make a mistake like that, you know, when you're running good, it's really frustrating, and it's keeping your focus on, you know, how's the truck, can I get straight and getting straight without getting anybody's way, and luckily I was able to do that. Truck was smoking pretty badly, and, you know, like I said, we put it around, didn't lose too much ground, you know, probably lost enough ground to cost me second place in the long scheme, but quick recovery, and got back on the racetrack, going up speed.
Interesting night for you on the podium, Tyler. Before we let you go, thank your sponsors, man, and getting ready for next week. Your take on 4 races, you got to win, getting by virtual points to the playoffs.
Yeah, not too concerned about, you know, pointing my way in. I want to go out and win some races, and we're getting closer. You know, we're getting top 3 finishes, 3 out of the last 4 races. They should have been 4 out of 4, but, you know, the Peels California Mandarins Ford pickup is going the right direction. We're trending upwards, so hopefully we can close the deal here. You know, obviously thanks to everybody at Beaver State, LSRTV, Northwest Racing League for everything they do, and Outdoor Cast Iron Cooking for coming on and sponsoring the races this weekend.
Tyler King, he will settle for the number 3 position here tonight. Race course in Montreal, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. We're going to talk now to the runner-up of the event, Dan West Jr., driver the number 55. Dan, your take of the race. Obviously, it had its share of thrills and spills. You had some hiccups along the way, but you settle yourself for second.
Yeah, I totally gave that one away. That was definitely my race to lose. Jeff and I worked pretty hard last night on a setup, and I felt like I had the truck to win. The driver just didn't do his job, so was able to just kind of that first half just pace myself, and the truck was really, really good for the whole run. So I felt pretty good in the second half, and then I restarted. I just messed up. So my doing, you know, it's just not much you can do there, but, you know, just learn from it. But and then I went into the next chicane and got dumped. So that kind of sucks, because then it puts you behind the 8 ball, and like Tyler said, it kind of all worked out since I was able to pit and end up second.
Yeah, I mean, Dan, touching more on the setup, we talked to Jeff Bohr, and he said that the weather kind of was changing how the setup was working. Did you find that the weather here tonight during the race was affecting you too much, and what was affecting?
I really didn't notice the weather so much. I mean, I think with this road course stuff, it all comes down to just driver. I mean, keeping the truck on the track, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, you don't wreck, you don't crash, you don't get into somebody else, and you're going to finish in the top 3. It just seems to work out that way.
What do you think we're going to see the next 4 weeks heading into the playoffs? Dan, you punched your ticket. You're in. But what do you think we're going to see the 4 weeks leading up to the playoffs coming up?
I think you'll see pretty much the same stuff. I mean, these guys we're all friends and race together on a weekly basis. And I think that you're going to just still see same hard racing. I don't think you're going to see anybody do anything that's going to jeopardize. Like I say, it's going to come down to crunch time for some of these guys, but I think at the end of the day, it's going to be the same old racing. Good, hard racing.
All right, buddy. Sponsors. Always fun checking you out on the racetrack on here tonight in Montreal.
Thanks, buddy. You guys, LSRTV, are the best around. I appreciate going back and watching your guys' replays.
Not tonight.
Effective Web Solutions. Jeff, John, Devin, Sean, those guys are pretty awesome teammates, and they kind of keep me on the straight and narrow. And I wish Sean would have been here. He would have been able to hopefully maybe calm me down and keep me on the racetrack a little bit. But and then outdoor cast iron cooking, appreciate them coming on board. Thanks, guys.
Yes, second base for Dan West Jr. Victory lane we go. 3rd win this year for the driver of the Northwest Truck Series. Optal Automotive Group of wins here in the Cast Iron Outdoor Cooking 100. The driver is Paul Newton. Paul, congratulations to you, bud. Another win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, Paul, tonight what certainly we saw everyone seem to have some type of issue but you. Did you feel like there was any moment during this race that you kind of had a whoa moment where you weren't sure if you're going to be caught up in a mess, or did it seem pretty clean from your point of view as well?
Well, that was the idea tonight, was just keep it as clean as possible. That's always the motto on road courses, is just keep yourself in the fight and you'll get to the finish, and you hopefully will have a good finish. But that restart was a little bit sketchy. I think everybody ran into everybody. Is a little bit of a repeat of what happened on Monday night in the Cup Series race. I picked up some damage from that. I was leaning to the left a little bit. I couldn't really put down the laps, but I think maybe that kind of helped me in the end, because that put me on the strategy to back it up a little bit and go for it on fuel.
Well, obviously, you're going to the playoffs. You've played your cards right, and it seems like you really have shined here in the last 2 wins have been on road courses. I know you say you per se are not a fan of the road courses, but man, it seems like they're liking you.
Oh, I'm definitely a fan of the road courses. That's kind of the reason why I joined this league this year, is because they added more road courses to the schedule. So I'm definitely a fan of the road courses. I'm an autocrosser and just always run on the road courses in the Sims too. So that's my number one thing here. I'm going to try to run some more oval races, but my focus this season was definitely the road courses.
My apologies. Well, congratulations. Before we let you go, thank your sponsors.
All right, I want to thank Outdoor Cast Iron Cooking. Check them out on YouTube. They sponsored the race tonight, so that's awesome of them. And I want to thank Tom Denschel Auto Group for everything they do for the league. Shout out to my own website, paulnewtondesign.com, and shout out to Peel's California Mandarins. And I want to say hi to my dad. He watches all these races on LSRTV. I have his name on the truck tonight, so that was pretty special to win that one.
Well, congratulations. I've got to get off the air with this Sesame Street and playing in the background. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you, Paul Newton, the rest of the year. Samuel Dyer, your thoughts of tonight at Montreal. Get me off of Montreal Street.
Yeah, it was certainly all about keeping yourself out of trouble. That is for sure. If you were able to keep yourself clean and away from all the messes that were going on, you were able to really succeed. But yeah, I'm excited to see how these guys are going to react next week. Going to Texas, back to oval racing, certainly is going to be a fun one, Wesley.
It's going to be a fun time for sure. Probably the fastest sign-off I've ever done in my life. Congratulations Paul Newton, for Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, TV Street Music from Rocket Media, LSRTV CRN. I'm Wesley Outlet. Thank you for joining us. Be good to one another.